Yes, Michael is here also. Okay. Hi, Michael.
Yeah,
So
we
there
have.
we are again.
Hi, Michael.
Hi.
Guys
So
again.
we are back again. Yeah, I left because I wanted to close the participants, and I think now we are alone again, and there are no others anymore. No visitors, no visitors.
No.
But thanks, Michael, for joining in. It was very informative, especially yours, and more on the maintenance part.
Yes,
So,
I hope I helped you a little bit. So I really like to work together with both of you, and I like the style and quality of your work. So when I can support, I always will do. Of course, I know we unfortunately do only 60 vessels together for IHM initial survey, but I think for you guys, as the same for your competitors, this IHM maintenance is a big topic, and this is the part where all of you can earn money and do good deals. I recommend to my clients always to go with the service suppliers to have a smooth solution and make a contract just for 1 year, and then decide after 1 year how the development is, how was the experience with PC, and then decide to continue or do it yourself. And as said in my presentation, 95% of our clients, this means these 850 vessels, and especially all the big clients like Oldendorf and Seaborn and so on, they all go with the service supplier for maintenance, and they don't do that themselves. But I have small shipping companies like Bartels, Drabert, TT Line. No, TT Line just decided also to go for maintenance. But small shipping companies where the rumors are that the ship staff has some space time, they try to do it on their own, and PC will show if they can survive with that, because nobody knows how PSC will really check this IHM maintenance. In the past, we saw a lot of conventions which came not so strict as we thought, but yeah, in half a year, we all know more.
mhm. Yeah, true, Michael, because now many classification societies, I think even Korean register, I'm not sure whether you are aware, even Sea Sentinels is also registered, uh, certified with KR for IHM. And we have
Uh,
done quite a few in the Asia region.
I wasn't aware about that, because here in North Europe, I have done my IHM service supplier approvals all myself to have a close contact, because service suppliers are my always very important for me, because they are the entry for let's say small classification as we are in KR. And I really believe that a good cooperation with service suppliers is a key to success. And we are doing at the moment very good, and also the help from Sanjeev and others is always very welcome, because I know that Sanjeev will mention next to Hapag Lloyd that the best class is KR, and hopefully then Richard von Berlemsch will come back to me with the TUC for all the container vessels.
Mhm, mhm. So that's interesting. And yes, we've done a few with in KR in Asia Pac region. So it's not that we are not familiar with KR. I think we shared a panel list in January with TradeWinds or ACI, I forget where. You, me, Henning, and the three or four of us were on the panel.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
so so
just received the invitation for next year
yeah.
for Ship Recycling Forum from TradeWinds.
Hmm.
So Mr. Pranyal, he just sent the email, the director for conference,
Hmm.
and he's planning to do it again. But I think in March 21 to plan better. Yeah, but at the moment I cannot imagine that the next conference will be in London.
True. They're having one in January, possibly by ACI. So let's see.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, for sure we will see there. But you're still located in overseas in Malaysia, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Unfortunately,
I'm here.
I'm not planning to come to Malaysia. I really miss it, but
I,
travel restrictions.
I remember we had a small chat that you have been to Malaysia, you have stayed here somewhere. Am I
I have
right?
been
Something?
I have been 1 year in India, living more than 1 year in India, in the Indian Institute of Technology in
Okay.
Madras and Chennai. So I half Indian, and I
Mhm.
love Indians. But this is some time ago. I planned to do there my PhD, but it was too hot. You know, India's 3 seasons, hottest. And I was already engaged with my wife of today, so I wanted to go home. I got homesick, but afterwards I was doing my PhD. It was just another year sitting on my seat to get the PhD, but I canceled it because that time I thought IIT, nobody wants to have it. But now the IIT became very popular, and I'm a little bit angry that I missed the chance that time.
You can't take it all, but yeah, Sanjeev.
Well, yeah, great, Michael. Thank you. I think it went very well. I saw that there were some ship owners, there were some service suppliers, there were also other classes. So
who was from the other classes there? I couldn't see.
Beja from DNVGL, Mahmoud from DNVGL. I saw some LR guys. I also saw Marshall Island flag in there. I don't know what angle they were trying to capture, but there were good amount of ship owners in there. So some, as I told you, Greek owners were there, which I was expecting that they will come in, and some Italian owners were there. So I think it went very well, and thank you for the support that you have provided. I think it would not have been the same without you. I want to put it this way.
No, I'm very thankful. I hope I gave some good comments, and I learned Zoom is very nice. I like it even more than Teams.
Yes,
Whitney, very sorry. I started answering the questions on the keyboard, but I will never do that again, because then I lost my concentration for the open questions you raised. So next time I will concentrate more on you and not on this keyboard.
Absolutely no problem. Absolutely no problem. I think people were also happy that they were having their questions answered on the side also. And I think that's very important, because if someone is speaking, mostly people also don't catch it up as quick as they do on, as they see it. So I think everybody was well pleased with how questions were being answered. I just want to thank you guys for making this webinar so well-rounded today. And I hope we will have one soon in the near future again. I see that a lot of people are interested. They started to ask a lot of questions at the end. They realized like, okay, it was, things were being answered. So they were feeling very comfortable just to ask, which is always a good sign when you're hosting a webinar.
Yeah, Whitney, this is a real gap right now in the industry. And as we go along, this will definitely be picking up. It's already a little bit late down the line, but yes.
A little bit late, I would say. It's very late.
But,
we waited for the pandemic.
But it's because people are only concerned about the initial IHM. But now it's time to go to the maintenance part. So I'm sure we'll have a lot of traction if we go along.
Yes, I also see that this is also a very great way for social media and the marketing angle of the company, that people see that we're interactive in different ways, and not only just by posting, but also by coming on platforms to share live information where people could, attend, see, and experience for themselves what we are talking about. And I think that's what makes this experience even more enjoyable for us as a company. So I hope as we move forward in the future that we can do more of these things, but even think outside of the box, as in to make more videos, to shed light on different aspects within the company. And also, just how Michael joined us, we can have also other people joining us from different angles to share their knowledge and their experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we can have suppliers, or we can have, one of the ship owners also on board. So that's an interesting angle.
I think coming back to IHM, when we had this initial stage for IHM initial to do the service supplier work, we didn't expect how big the market for maintenance will become. Because now I recognize that the major players, let's say SGS, Verifaria, Nautilus Lock with Henning Gramann, and also SGS, they are catching the majority of the maintenance contracts. Yeah. So I think you're all doing good. And with this maintenance, of course, you can create a permanent workload, which is really nice.
Absolutely.
So how many clients for maintenance you have catched meanwhile, Sanjeev and Rakesh?
I mean, we have converted all our owners that we did IHM Part 1 for. So from here, InterUnity, as you know, you did all their IHM Part 1 approval. So they also
Not finished.
confirm.
Finished, I think.
They keep on buying ships. I think yesterday also they tell me they have got two old tonnage that they have bought. So they are in the process of getting it. So I think for InterUnity, it is already around 19-20 ships altogether that we have sampled, and most of the report are with KR. We also, of course, harping gas, that also, but that was with DNVGL. But all the ones that we did are also converted into IHM maintenance. And of course, that's where me and Rakesh join hands. So a lot of contacts from Rakesh himself is also quite big in the IHM Part 1, and he has managed to also convince a lot of clients from his side. So
Yeah,
uh,
unfortunately, I don't recognize so much Rakesh, because I'm only responsible North Europe. So it
yes.
starts in France and ends in Russia, but my area is only here in Europe. So hopefully someday in KR I can expand.
So
So you're welcome to be in Malaysia anytime with some nice Malaysian food. So
I
it's
love Asian food. I love mostly all Asian food. I have some difficulty sometimes with Chinese food, and to be honest, sometimes also with Korean food. There's some when it's alive, I don't like it so much.
I don't like it either when it's alive.
But Malaysian food and Indian food is very nice.
yeah, the next
so
Indian dinner is due, Michael. So once you are here, then we go to another Indian, try out another Indian restaurant.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm looking forward to that. But unfortunately, it will happen, I think, not before summer next year. And I think COVID-19 is, to be honest, is a nightmare at the moment for our branch. And we see also some owners struggling. Of course, the container rates going up and other things are nice. And players like Hapag-Lloyd, they're doing good. But we have also ship detentions because no service can be done, no spare parts are coming. So the ships are then getting bankrupt. So the situation is, I would say, much worse than we can see at the moment. So we can recognize that service suppliers like Varuna, not Varuna, service suppliers like Pronautas from Lea, they have office Singapore, everywhere, and they do radio service, so they get bankrupt. Because all the radio service are postponed from the ship owners. So we see a lot of things like that happening at the moment. So companies getting bankrupt and having trouble to pay their invoices. The impact to our industry will come next year, I think, and then we will realize what is going on. And a lot of things I can make out already. It's not so easy as we think. But the good news is, on the other hand, we see the first ship owners here also in my area asking again for new buildings. So now a lot of ships get scrapped, and there's a demand for green new buildings. So new buildings with not LNG. I'm talking about methanol, hydrogen, or dual fuel engines for anything. So a lot of projects are the preparation, and I really hope that we can participate, and maybe also something for Varuna to support to ship owners regarding green shipping.
yes, Michael, there's a lot and lots of shipping services coming up in the pipeline, and there are many opportunities, and to not just opportunities, how to fill in the gaps, I would say, in the future. So yeah, here we at Varuna Sentinels, as I said, we are innovation and experience are meeting up, and yes, hope we can support KR in your other fields where as and when you want to.
Yes,
So
I'm
we
looking
yeah.
especially forward for cybersecurity, and of course, when it comes to new buildings, I'm quite sure that there are also many fields we can cooperate.
Yeah, true. But Whitney, thanks a lot. You did a fantastic job as a moderator, and appreciate your very timely inputs at the right time. But thank you, and the invitation to Malaysia stands with you too. So anytime, come over.
Yes, of course. I'm so sad by the coronavirus. I think we all are saddened by the way things are going. But I hope in 2021 there's a bit of an ease up, especially with the traveling. and that we can all, go visit family and, head over abroad for business.
True.
Yes. So guys, once more, thank you all for coming out and making this a well-rounded webinar. It was such a success. I can't wait to reach out to the attendees and see how they experience this webinar and if they're interested in having more information. There were certain
I'm sure.
questions.
I think should get positive responses,
Yes.
because the information is very scanty in this field, and not
Yes.
many people who know the field. So I think that's something that we can provide.
And I think instead of doing the follow-up questions via the email, because I saw some were anonymous, I think I'm going to do the follow-up questions on social media instead, on the platforms. That's where they bought their tickets, so that's where they will also see it. So some questions that can go live, we will just put them on social media so that they can see that we are actively answering their questions as time goes by. So guys, thank you guys very much. Hope to see you guys all soon.
So sorry,
Michael, you were saying
technical
something?
question.
Yeah.
One technical question. So I recognize that you recorded the presentation, but the presentation you will not post on LinkedIn or somewhere. How is your plan?
No, Michael, just to answer, we are not planning to make it public. This was really very closed room presentation. We didn't want it to go fully public. I mean, we are still a little bit sensitive in the sense that the software, even to go into the depth of the software. I mean, I am very comfortable sharing it with you and the people whom we moderated, but I would not want it to land into our competitors' hand just yet, because as you can imagine, we don't want it to be publicly available. So that is not the plan to put it publicly anywhere.
Okay, wonderful. This is fine with me. Of course, you can publish my address and my address details, everything you can publish, but please also the presentation I would like to keep by myself. So I will decide who to give it and not to share with other class societies. And the next question is, I recognize, of course, the software looks a little bit common to me, but this is an absolutely new development by Varuna Sentinels.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, so the conceptualization, of course, we did together, and again, marking ship plans is more or less is the same thing that everybody is doing now. Like if you are marking on a GA plan, then that may look similar to Nautilus log, but overall, what you do not see is how we use it, meaning the admin view where we are uploading MDOCCs, we are sending to client. This is the main work which happens in the software. What you see is just a display of data from the owner's perspective. So that is what saves us a lot of time, because the amount of just the supplier approach that we are generating from the software is huge already. We are already in it, while we are trying to sell and get more customers on board. Our technical team is super busy with liaising with those suppliers to get those MTs and SDOCs. So we have an active maintenance going on right now for our clients, for InterUnity, for Bernard Sulte. We are already doing their maintenance and giving them the fully managed IHM maintenance service.
Good to hear. And you have still a cooperation with Nautilus Log for IHM initial service, or you stopped it?
No. We use them. We use them for all our vessels. We use them to prepare the IHM Part 1. And that is still ongoing. I mean, they know we are in the market. They know very well we are into the maintenance business. So it's all shared public information with, I think, Wouter often calls me and discusses how is it the market. We take sounding of what prices we are putting on and how is it going. So we are helping, competing on fair ground, I would say.
Yeah. By the way, my IHM initial service, I increased the prices a lot, but still we sign contracts. It's unbelievable. So still we sign contracts. The last one I received, I think, yesterday.
I know. Right now you put whatever you want. It's a blank check for you.
Crazy. It's crazy times. Yeah, crazy times.
Yeah, I the same for me. Owners who are coming for one odd vessels, random places like where nobody is able to reach. I mean, then you have to, of course, charge them much way higher than what you do for a fleet contract.
Yeah. So this is good to see that you're doing good, and all the best for the future. And sorry interrupting the closing with my stupid questions. All the best. Have a nice weekend. And I just contacted you, Whitney, on LinkedIn to keep in touch.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely keeping in touch. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Michael. Take care. Bye, guys.